Welcome back to Makeover. In this video, you'll witness how a young family who bought an old, abandoned countryside cabin transformed it into a warm, self-sufficient home, beautifully surrounded by nature and built with purpose. The exact positions of the concrete columns are marked, and the ground is excavated. The bottom of each excavation is leveled, and a layer of gravel is spread to improve drainage. Before the concrete pouring, reinforcement steel bars are placed inside, ensuring structural strength and durability. Wooden beams are first selected for their strength and quality, then measured and cut precisely to the required lengths for the deck structure. Each beam is carefully coated with protective treatments, including water-resistant sealants and anti-insect preservatives, to ensure long-term durability and resistance to weathering. The connections are checked for stability, ensuring that the beams form a solid framework that will evenly distribute weight and provide a reliable base for the deck and any additional structures. The renovation begins with the roof, as the existing materials are carefully removed. Old asbestos sheets are taken off, followed by the worn tile battens and rafters. To protect the exposed structure from rain and moisture, a large plastic sheet is draped over the roof, providing temporary shelter. The existing perimeter beams are marked for replacement and carefully cut at the halving joint to allow partial removal without disturbing the structure. New beams are then set into place, perfectly aligned with the existing framework and firmly secured using strong adhesive, metal connectors, and bolts. The result is a reinforced roof perimeter that enhances rigidity and load-bearing capacity, creating a stable base for rebuilding the cabin's upper structure. Work on the deck and house extension continues with the assembly of the main structural framework. Each beam is joined to its counterpart with galvanized metal brackets and heavy-duty bolts, creating strong, stable connections designed to withstand both vertical and lateral loads. The framework gradually takes shape as the beams interconnect, forming a rigid skeleton that outlines the deck, the house extension, and the supports for the extended roof. Roof construction begins with the installation of the ridge beam, lifted and secured along the highest line of the structure to serve as the roof's central spine. Wooden rafters are then positioned from the top of the walls up to the ridge, forming the sloped framework of the roof. The newly installed roof framework is integrated with the existing gable walls, completing the structural renovation of the roof. Connection points are reinforced with metal brackets and bolts, ensuring a strong and stable junction between old and new elements. Collar ties are installed across the upper sections of opposing rafters, adding lateral stability and preventing the roof from spreading under its own weight. The roof floor is then covered with OSB boards, systematically laid over the beams to strengthen the structure and form the ceiling sublayer. Vertical struts are installed within the roof framework to act as essential load-bearing supports, transferring the weight of the rafters and roof covering down to the walls below. The alignment of the struts is carefully checked to ensure that loads are distributed evenly and that no undue stress is placed on any part of the structure. If you're enjoying the build so far, make sure to give the video a like and subscribe. It's the best way to show your support for our work. The waterproof underlayment is unrolled and fastened to the rafters, covering the roof from eave to ridge. Edges are aligned precisely, and tape seals all overlaps and joints, creating a barrier against moisture. Wooden battens are mounted over the underlayment to create a secure framework for attaching the roof tiles. They form a stable grid that supports the roofing material and ensures the finished roof is durable and resistant to wind uplift. Ceramic roof tiles are installed over the battens, forming the roof's final protective layer. Each tile is carefully placed in overlapping rows, starting at the eaves and moving toward the ridge, creating a visually appealing, textured surface that complements the overall design of the countryside home. The construction of the chimney begins with the preparation of the wall area, where it will be installed. Cutouts are made in the wooden wall and ceiling, and the designated section is treated with a protective coating to ensure heat resistance. The designated section of the wall is first covered with fiberglass insulation, creating a heat-resistant barrier, and then a sheet of drywall is applied over it, forming a smooth, stable surface. The drywall is then covered with heat-resistant ceramic tiles, creating a durable, fireproof surface that shields the surrounding structure from high temperatures. With the base prepared, chimney concrete blocks are laid in vertical courses, with mortar applied evenly between each block to ensure structural stability. The walls are kept straight and properly aligned, using levels and plumb lines as the chimney rises. Openings for the flue are maintained according to design specifications, and a specially designed heat-resistant pipe is installed to provide safe smoke ventilation. The connection between the chimney and the roof must ensure that rainwater cannot penetrate. To achieve this, multiple layers of sealing are applied. First, the joint is taped, then sealed with a durable, outdoor-grade sealant. The chimney is then finished with brick-textured tiles, after which the surrounding ceramic roofing tiles are installed. Finally, a self-adhesive sealant is applied over the edges to provide maximum protection against water infiltration. The covering of the surface with ceramic tiles is finished, giving an aesthetic appearance that harmonizes with the countryside style of the cabin. Rake boards are installed along the roof edges to create clean lines, while drip edges are applied for protection from rainwater. Decorative boards are then added, providing the finishing touches that enhance the cabin's rustic charm. A strong, well-structured roof frame is like the backbone of a house. The beams, rafters, and struts are arranged in clever geometric patterns, holding everything together and keeping the building safe and secure. When the proper roofing materials are applied, proper insulation is ensured, and even space for ventilation can be created to keep the house comfortable and energy efficient. The old exterior walls are prepared for renovation by cleaning the surfaces and removing any deteriorated materials to ensure a solid foundation for the new finish. All cut edges are treated with a protective coating to prevent moisture absorption and insect damage. Wooden beams are then installed vertically on the existing walls, forming a stable base for the subsequent finishing layers. On the first floor, wooden beams are installed to form the framework for the interior partitions, and the vertical beams are fastened to the existing walls, providing a base for the installation of drywall panels. In the attic, the floor surface is divided into sections using wooden planks. A moisture-resistant underlayment is then applied over them to prevent condensation. A layer of gravel is evenly spread over the underlayment to improve sound insulation and enhance moisture drainage. Finally, OSB panels are laid on top, creating a flat and durable walking surface. The attic walls are insulated with fiberglass to improve thermal efficiency and maintain a stable indoor climate year-round. A foil vapor barrier is then applied over the entire insulated surface. All seams and overlaps are sealed with specialized tape to create an airtight layer that protects the insulation boards. This combined system ensures optimal energy efficiency and effective moisture control of the attic's interior structure. To unify the old and newly extended sections of the attic, new structural supports are constructed to bear the loads previously carried by the old beams and partition walls. Once the supports are securely fastened, the old components are removed, ensuring that no stress is transferred to the remaining structure. The walls of the extended attic are insulated with fiberglass using the same method as in the previously completed sections. The fiberglass is fitted tightly around corners, junctions, and structural connections to maintain continuous coverage and consistent thermal resistance. The insulation forms a crucial part of the attic's envelope, ensuring the renovated cabin remains comfortable and well protected against temperature fluctuations. Once everything is in place, wooden planks are installed over the attic walls to create a solid base for the upcoming finishing works. A wooden frame is installed to outline the position of the small kitchen bar counter, serving as the initial layout for the future kitchen arrangement. This structure provides a clear visual and physical guide for the upcoming workflow within the kitchen space. Establishing the island frame early in the renovation process ensures accurate planning and coordination of electrical and plumbing connections. The installation of the electrical system begins with the placement of the main electrical distribution board, which serves as the central point for power distribution throughout the cabin. From this circuit breaker panel, electrical wiring is routed systematically through the walls, floors, and ceiling cavities, forming a complete electrical network that connects all outlets, lighting points, and appliances. Each circuit is planned according to the cabin's layout and electrical load requirements, with separate lines dedicated to lighting, sockets, kitchen appliances, and heating systems. Switches and outlets are positioned according to the design plan, providing both functionality and convenience. OSB boards are applied to the pre-installed wooden framework, defining the internal layout of the cabin and creating partitions between rooms. This creates a base for the drywall installations. Each wall framework is filled with fiberglass insulation, which is cut and fitted between the wooden studs to ensure complete coverage. Drywall sheets are then installed to create smooth interior surfaces before painting is carried out. A precise cutout is made in the designated section of the wall to create an opening for the kitchen window. The edges are reinforced with wooden framing to provide solid support for the installation. Since the metal plastic window unit featuring a fully insulated profile is inserted into the prepared opening, the gaps are filled with foam sealant and taped. The drywall installation continues throughout the cabin, covering the remaining walls and shaping the interior spaces with uniform surfaces. As the sheets are fitted and fastened to the walls, the paint-ready finish is created. The remaining window openings are created following the same process used for the kitchen window. All windows in the cabin provide reliable thermal insulation, soundproofing, and natural light, enhancing the comfort of the renovated interior. The combination of OSB and drywall installation provides a quick and efficient way to enclose spaces, producing a clean, modern appearance that can be easily painted or decorated to suit the cabin's aesthetic. Drywall also contributes to improved fire resistance, offering a protective layer that slows the spread of flames in case of an emergency. Its sound insulating properties enhance comfort by reducing noise transmission between rooms. An electrical junction box is installed into the wooden wall to serve as a central connection point for the wiring conduits. It is made compliant with safety standards and is provided with easy access for future maintenance or expansions of the electrical network. Drywall is easily cut and shaped around openings, corners, and fixtures, allowing precise customization of the interior layout. This makes it an ideal solution for creating functional and visually appealing rooms in the renovated cabin. The old wooden wall of the attic is sanded with a machine sander to restore its surface and prepare it for any subsequent treatments. The ceiling is prepared for drywall installation by first mounting a network of wooden planks with consistent spacing, which are used as a stable support framework, allowing the drywall panels to be properly attached. The sections of the attic where the ceiling height is too low are kept carefully accessible, as these areas cannot be used once the walls and ceiling are fully enclosed. All necessary work, including drainage and vapor barrier installation and any structural adjustments, must be completed beforehand. This ensures that no hidden issues are left unaddressed. By finishing all tasks in these low ceiling areas in advance, the integrity of the attic is preserved, preventing the need for difficult repairs after the walls and ceiling are closed. Brick pattern tiles are mounted on the kitchen bar counter wall, creating a visual connection with the chimney surface and enhancing the countryside aesthetic of the cabin. Exterior works are underway. With the exterior ceiling insulation partially completed, the cabin's concrete foundation is treated with bitumen, creating a waterproof barrier that protects the structure from moisture and groundwater infiltration. Once the bitumen coating has cured, extruded polystyrene boards are mounted against the foundation. These boards are chosen for their high resistance to water absorption, compressive strength, and long-term durability, providing effective shielding. This combination of bitumen treatment and XPS insulation secures the foundation against water damage, supporting the structural integrity of the concrete foundation of the cabin. The treatment of the foundation continues as a layer of mortar is applied onto the mounted XPS boards, and a mesh fabric, similar to gauze, is embedded into the surface. The fabric is used to reinforce the coating, enhance stability, and prevent cracking. Exterior insulation progresses as fiberglass boards are fitted between the wooden planks, which have been installed with precise spacing to accommodate the panels securely. A waterproofing underlayment is then applied over the entire surface, creating a continuous, moisture-resistant barrier, protecting the insulation and the structural elements beneath from rain and environmental exposure. All overlaps and connections are sealed with specialized tape. Each seam, joint, and edge is covered to create a continuous, airtight, and moisture-resistant layer. The deck ceiling insulation is installed following the same method and sequence as the exterior walls, forming a reliable base for any finishing materials. The wooden planks are mounted onto the walls using a combination of self-adhesive tape and screws, forming a secure support framework for the exterior finishes. This framework creates a level base for exterior finishing materials and maintains the integrity of the layers beneath. Since the cabin is old and lacks an existing plumbing system, a completely new plumbing installation is undertaken. The drainage plumbing is installed first to establish the proper layout and slope for efficient wastewater flow. Durable pipes are positioned beneath the floors and within the walls, and all joints and connections are securely sealed to prevent leaks and backflow. The piping system is then covered with mortar to provide protection and stability. This layer shields the pipes from physical damage and helps secure them firmly in place. After completing the drainage system, The installation of the water supply piping follows. Supply lines are routed throughout the cabin to deliver hot and cold water to all fixtures, including sinks, showers, and kitchen appliances. Connections are securely fitted and sealed using a plastic pipe welding iron, which fuses the joints through controlled heat application. This process creates strong, leak-proof bonds that enhance the durability and longevity of the plumbing system. High-quality pipes are used for durability, corrosion resistance, and ease of maintenance. The piping is laid out efficiently to minimize pressure loss and ensure consistent water flow. The piping serves as the backbone of the plumbing system, facilitating the reliable distribution of clean water and the efficient removal of wastewater. Each section of pipe, both hot and cold, is covered with the foam insulation to prevent condensation or freezing. The bathroom walls are first sheathed with OSB panels to create a stable backing for the wall assembly. Over it, moisture-resistant drywall is mounted. The vapor barrier prevents moisture from penetrating the ceiling structure, reducing the risk of mold and mildew. The drywall is applied to the ceiling over a vapor barrier, providing protection against humidity, water splashes, and steam commonly found in bathroom environments. Joint compound is applied over all seams and screw heads of the drywall, with reinforcing tape embedded to prevent cracking. The surface is then sanded to remove any imperfections, resulting in a uniform finish. Certain walls are left as exposed wood to preserve their natural aesthetic, adding warmth and character to the interior. These wooden surfaces are carefully treated with a protective coating to safeguard against moisture and stains. Once the plaster on the drywall is completely dry, the surfaces are first coated with a high-quality primer to ensure proper adhesion. Afterward, the final paint layer is applied evenly, producing a visually consistent and polished finish. The ceiling is constructed using wooden boards arranged to form a decorative pattern, adding both texture and visual interest to the interior. Each board is mounted with precise alignment and consistent spacing to achieve the intended design. Natural visuals define the cabin's interior, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere. The patterned wooden ceiling, refreshed wooden walls, and brick-patterned surfaces add texture, depth, and rustic charm, enhancing the natural aesthetic and complementing the wood features throughout the space. The cabin's flooring is finished with carefully selected ceramic tiles, chosen not only for durability, but also for their aesthetic contribution to the natural and rustic interior. A layer of mortar is spread evenly to create a strong adhesive base, and each tile is placed and spaced using spacers to maintain uniform gaps and straight grout lines. The resulting tiled floor not only provides durability and ease of maintenance, but also harmonizes with the wooden ceilings, refreshed walls, and brick pattern finishes. The wooden staircase is assembled step by step, combining structural precision with aesthetic detail. The process begins with the installation of the first landing, which provides a stable foundation for the rest of the staircase. Once the short stringers are mounted and the structure is securely fastened, the installation process is continued with the longer stringers, which extend to the upper floor. These longer stringers are carefully positioned to maintain proper alignment and provide the necessary structural support, ensuring that the entire stair framework is stable and safe. The risers and treads are installed individually, with each component measured and fixed to ensure uniform steps. Attention is given to alignment and levelness, creating an even surface that provides aesthetic consistency throughout the staircase. Installing a wooden staircase in a small space requires careful planning, precise measurements, and thoughtful design to make the most of limited room while ensuring safety and comfort. An assessment of the available floor area, total height to the upper level, and headroom clearance determines the type and layout of the staircase. After the steps are completed, the staircase is detailed with the mounting of the newel posts, which anchor the handrail system. Finally, the balusters and handrails are installed, completing the staircase with elegance. This methodical approach ensures that the staircase is structurally sound, visually harmonious with the cabin's natural interior, and provides a comfortable connection between floors. High-quality wood, typically a durable hardwood, like oak or maple, is selected for the staircase, providing better longevity and structural stability. The upper landing is then installed, creating a seamless transition from the staircase while preserving the natural warmth and inviting aesthetic of the space. The installation of the entrance door begins with securing the solid wooden frame into the prepared door opening. The frame is leveled and anchored firmly, providing a strong base for the door assembly. Next, the door structure is assembled from high-quality wood, designed to complement the cabin's natural aesthetic. Insulation foam is inserted into the hollow sections of the door to enhance thermal efficiency and soundproofing. The door is covered with a decorative wooden board, featuring a refined design pattern that adds both character and craftsmanship. After the door panel is complete, the lock mechanism and handle are mounted with precision to ensure smooth operation and security. Finally, the door is installed into the frame and adjusted for perfect fit and alignment, so it opens and closes effortlessly. The exterior cladding of the cabin comes to life as wooden boards are applied to the exterior walls, blending craftsmanship with natural beauty. This stage is not only about finishing the structure, but also about giving it a character that harmonizes with the surrounding landscape. Choosing the right wood is essential. Materials like cedar, larch, or thermally modified pine are preferred for their natural resistance to moisture, decay, and insects. These species weather gracefully over time, maintaining strength while developing a rich, textured finish. Between the wall and the cladding, a narrow ventilation gap is maintained to promote airflow and prevent condensation. Also, small expansion gaps are left at the joints, allowing the wood to move naturally with changing temperatures and humidity. To complete the exterior detailing, wooden planks are mounted around the windows, doors, and along the corners of the cabin, framing the structure with defined lines and sealing the junctions where different materials meet. The flooring begins with the application of an underlayment layer, providing a more stable surface for the LVP installation. It reduces sound transmission between floors and also acts as a moisture barrier, protecting the boards from potential dampness. LVP boards are then laid out using a tongue and groove system, and expansion gaps are maintained along the edges to allow for natural movement of the material with changes in temperature or humidity. Unlike traditional hardwood flooring, LVP boards are available in a wide range of wood textures and tones and are less sensitive to humidity fluctuations. Ceramic boards provide excellent resistance to humidity and wear, making them ideal for use in the bathroom environment. The stone-like textured finish complements the natural wood and other materials throughout the cabin, creating an organic beauty. Precision is essential in this process. Each board is aligned with the help of spacers to maintain uniform gaps and straight lines, creating an orderly pattern across the walls and floor. To enhance the interior character, brick pattern tiles are incorporated into the wall design. This accent area draws the eye and adds texture and depth to the space, creating visual contrast while harmonizing with the cabin's natural aesthetic. The bathroom floor is finished with ceramic tiles that reflect the texture and tone of the room's existing flooring, ensuring visual continuity. The grout is then applied between the tiles to fill the joints, creating a sealed surface. The bar counter reaches its final stage of preparation with the installation of the back wall. The tiles are then treated with a protective coating that preserves the texture and color of the brick finish, enhancing the visual appeal. A central heating system is installed to provide reliable warmth during severe winter conditions. The system is integrated into the cabin's structure, with pipes and radiators strategically positioned to ensure even heat distribution throughout all rooms. Behind the staircase, wooden panels are mounted, reflecting the design and finish of the staircase itself. This transforms what could be an overlooked corner into a cohesive design feature. The same wood material is used to assemble the kitchen furniture, creating a cohesive connection with the cabinetry. This consistent use of wood throughout both the staircase and the kitchen reinforces the cabin's character, emphasizing the craftsmanship and careful attention to material selection in every detail. The cabinets are typically constructed from high-quality, durable wood such as oak, larch, or pine, treated with protective coatings to withstand moisture and daily use. The choice of wood harmonizes with the cabin's overall natural theme, bringing character to the space. The bathroom furniture is crafted to complement the cabin's natural materials, creating a balanced interior. It is designed to reflect the colors of the stone pattern wall tiles and the wood pattern flooring, reinforcing the rustic elegance. The bathroom cabinet surface is finished with ceramic board, ensuring that the furniture retains its appearance even in the humid bathroom environment. The faucet is then installed and connected to the plumbing system, and the sink is mounted, aligning seamlessly with the countertop to provide a stable and fully functional workspace. The installation of the wood-burning stove marks a defining moment in the cabin's interior, blending functionality, safety, and rustic charm. The stove is positioned on a fire-resistant base to ensure compliance with safety regulations. Maintaining adequate clearances from walls, furniture, and other combustible materials ensures safe operation while optimizing heat circulation throughout the space, enhancing both comfort and the cabin's cozy atmosphere. After installation, the stove is tested with a fire to confirm proper combustion, ventilation, and overall safety. Back to the kitchen layout, the cabinetry is planned for maximum efficiency and convenience to optimize workflow between the sink, cooking area, and storage zones. In addition to functionality, the cabinetry contributes to the cabin's visual coherence. Wood and stone pattern tones are coordinated with flooring, ceiling beams, and other furniture, creating a seamless, inviting atmosphere. Comfort of use is a key consideration. Countertops are positioned at ergonomic heights, and the sink is installed to allow easy access and efficient workflow. Attention is given to the placement of faucets, storage, and appliances, ensuring that daily tasks can be performed comfortably. The entrance door is coated with protective wood paint, which not only preserves the natural beauty and grain of the wood, but also enhances its resistance to environmental effects. As for the bathroom door, this protective coating is especially important, as it safeguards the wood against high humidity. The shower area is completed with the installation of a glass door. Tempered safety glass is typically used, offering strength and impact resistance while contributing to an open and airy atmosphere. In the kitchen area, the wall surface above the countertop is finished with stone pattern ceramic board, forming a visually striking backsplash. The final finishing touches are made in the bathroom, completing the space with designed storage solutions. The cabinet doors and upper cabinetry are mounted, enclosing the storage areas and allowing personal items to be neatly tucked away while keeping countertops clear. Because the entrance door is slightly elevated above the floor level, a single step is required to enter the cabin. To make this space both functional and efficient, the storage drawers are incorporated directly beneath the step. This cleverly integrated storage solution provides a practical place to keep small tools or everyday items within easy reach. Multiple finishing touches are executed, elevating the overall interior by combining practical usability with meticulous attention to detail. Each element, from polished drawer surfaces to illuminated workspaces, reflects the craftsmanship and cohesive design that define the cabin, enhancing the sense of harmony throughout the space. In the attic, a custom wardrobe is crafted to follow the slope of the roof, maximizing the use of the angled space. The wardrobe features measured compartments that fit snugly against the sloped wall, ensuring no wasted space and creating an integrated appearance. The lower part of the attic remains accessible behind the wardrobe, allowing the space to be utilized efficiently. This clever design transforms what would otherwise be wasted space into additional storage for seasonal items, luggage, or other infrequently used belongings. This solution maximizes the utility of the attic without compromising the room's openness or visual appeal. By integrating hidden storage seamlessly into the design, the wardrobe combines functionality with thoughtful craftsmanship. The kitchen is now fully completed, with upper and lower cabinets, drawers, and pull-out shelves providing ample storage and keeping the space organized. The exterior wood panels of the cabin are coated with weather-resistant paint, providing long-lasting protection against rain, snow, sunlight, and seasonal temperature fluctuations. The decorative frames around the windows, the entrance door, and the corner planks are painted in crisp white. This contrast accentuates the lines and highlights architectural details. Wooden planks are installed on the insulated ceiling of the deck, creating a warm, natural finish that complements the cabin's aesthetic. Precise cutouts are made for light fixtures, allowing them to be integrated into the ceiling. Now, this outdoor space offers a cozy, well-illuminated area for relaxation and gatherings during warm summer evenings. Special knobs are painted black and installed on the entrance door to conceal the screws, creating a clean and polished appearance, adding a subtle decorative detail to this part of the exterior. Preparation for decking begins with securing a vapor barrier to the exposed foundation walls just above ground level. This crucial layer prevents moisture from rising into the wooden structure, protecting it from decay and ensuring the long-term stability of the deck. Next, the frame structure is built using durable, pressure-treated wooden beams and joists. The framing is mounted on concrete footings elevated above the ground, allowing for proper air circulation underneath. An essential factor in preventing moisture buildup and extending the life of the structure. The use of quality materials is essential. Pressure-treated or naturally durable wood such as cedar, redwood, or thermally modified pine can be selected. For maximum longevity, all structural components are required to be rated for ground contact. Once the sturdy frame of the deck is in place, the next step is to cover it with wooden boards, transforming the skeletal structure into a welcoming outdoor surface. When choosing the decking boards, durable, weather-resistant species such as larch, cedar, or thermally modified pine are recommended. These woods not only withstand the elements but also age beautifully and develop a natural look. The boards are positioned with small gaps between each other and at wall connections to allow for natural expansion and proper airflow. This prevents moisture buildup and prolongs the lifespan of the wood. For added longevity, each board is treated with a high-quality exterior paint formulated to protect all sides from moisture and UV exposure, ensuring lasting durability and color retention. The installation of the deck fencing marks the final stage in the completion of the outdoor structure, providing security and enhancing the visual unity of the cabin's exterior design. If you've watched all the way through, we want to sincerely thank you. Your support means the world to everyone involved in this project. You are one of our most dedicated viewers, and we truly appreciate it. We're committed to making our next video even better for you. If you enjoyed this one, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing. It really helps us more than you know. Thank you again for your continued support. When constructing wooden stairs, durable, weather-resistant wood is selected for the treads, risers, and stringers to withstand exposure to moisture, sunlight, and regular foot traffic. With careful planning and attention to detail, the deck is transformed into a fully integrated outdoor living space that is durable, practical, and inviting. The next step is the installation of the pent roof, which serves multiple purposes. Functionally, it protects the windows from sunlight, snow, and rain. Its sloped design directs water away from the walls and foundation, minimizing the risk of leaks and water damage. At the same time, it acts as a visually striking element, enhancing the cabin's overall aesthetic appeal. As this story of renovation comes to an end, it is clear that the transformation is more than physical. It is a rebirth. The cabin has evolved from a state of abandonment into a cherished home, where nature, craftsmanship, and thoughtful design come together in harmony.